Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to explain to you how this small notebook helped me to learn more about the Word of God and helped me to want to know more about the Word of God. Now, in this story, one day I just decided I want to learn more about God. I had been so much in having this interest to learn more about God, but sometimes you get yourself in some kind of laziness that you are busy. Sometimes you're busy that you have no time to read more about God and deep in the Word of God to know the truth and to know more about Him. So one day I went to the supermarket and I bought this small notebook, and I decided during my free time, when I'm not doing anything, at least I can take my Bible and try to read verses and try to read more about God. So what I did when I bought this small notebook in the supermarket, I started I wrote my favorite verses, and I will share with you my favorite one, which is Philippians chapter 4 verse 6, which says, "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be known to Him." That's what I wrote here in my first page, my favorite verses. I wrote on my favorite verses in my first page. Then the other pages, I started now to write topics. I wrote topics, like I started the topic about prayer. I wrote the topic about prayer. Then now I started searching in the Bible the verses that talks about prayer. So I got several verses that talks about prayer. Maybe I can share some of them. So I have several verses that I wrote about prayer. We have James chapter 4 verse 3, 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 16. So I wrote verses about prayer. Then I also wrote I started writing other topics. After I wrote about prayer, I felt so good that I felt like I should continue this learning more, and I continue having the urge to read more and more, to read the Bible more and more. So I had other verses like I had other topics, like I wrote other topics about giving and helping. So I started to search for verses in the Bible that talks about giving and helping, and I got several verses, and I learned and gained knowledge about how we should live as Christian. I also wrote other topics like faith and believing, which was also my favorite topic, faith and believing. And I got so many verses about faith and believing. So I wrote down the verses, and it helped me so much, because in this world we have so many things that we are facing, and when you're facing those challenges, and when you go through those verses, and when you remember what you learned, that through faith God helps us, then it helps us in our daily life. This is one of my favorite topics that have helped me so much in this Christian life, about faith and believing. If we have faith, and if you pray and you have faith truly God. God is true. God is caring. God helps us. So whatever we do and whatever we do in this life, we should have faith and we should believe. Sometimes when I could go through maybe challenges, I could go back to this notebook and read. And when I got to read this topic about faith and believing, I could have hope and remember that there is God in heaven who cares for his people, who cares for us. We just don't have to give up. We have to believe. Then I also wrote other topics. Maybe I can share with you other topics about health, other topics about choosing a partner. When I bought this book, I was not married, so I also wrote a topic about choosing a partner, and I took the Bible and got some verses and also other Christian books on how to choose a marriage partner, and it helped me so much that even when choosing a partner, we should involve God in it. We should involve God in it. This helped me so much because okay, now I'm married and I thank God for everything. We had our wedding last year and I thank God because it's been a long journey of believing and trusting in God, that whatever you ask God, he gives you. You just have to be patient. You just have to be patient, and also whatever you ask, may it be of God's purpose, not just for our own benefits, of our own pleasure, but of God's purpose. And if you do that, God truly answers prayers. You just have to be patient. He may be preparing the person, he may be preparing that thing that you want. So don't give up, just keep your faith and continue trusting God. Then I also had some topics about fasting. I wrote a topic about fasting, and also I had some verses. If you would like me to share with you the topics and the verses, I can do another video and share with you the topic that you want, the one that I'm mentioning. So I also wrote other things like topics about Sabbath and the topic about Sabbath, and I also read some verses and wrote down all the verses about Sabbath, and I continued to get knowledge about Sabbath and what we should do on the Sabbath day, how the Sabbath started, and everything about Sabbath. Then I also wrote another topic, even if I was not married by that time. I wrote another topic about wives and husbands, how they should do in their marriage life, what we should do and how we should live as husband and wife. And that knowledge, I'm very happy because I learned about it, because I'm also using that knowledge, because right now I'm married. So I thank God for that, and it really helps in your Christian life. So this book helped me so much. This is a very small notebook, a very small one, but it really helped me to have the urge every day to learn more about the Word of God, to read the Bible. It has helped me so much to learn more about God, and this was the very first step to my Christian growth. And also, maybe you are there asking yourself, how should I start? Maybe the way we are lazy in prayer, we just pray short prayer, just in a hurry. We are in a busy world, we are going to work, we are busy. When we are mostly, you have the urge to read the Bible, and you want to read the Bible, but you don't know how to start. For me, I started with buying this small notebook, and it helped me to every time I had free time, I would go back to my Bible, pick a topic, research more in the Bible, and it gave me a very good start on my Christian growth. And now I can say I've grown so much in my Christian life, and I'm still growing every day. Now I have a bigger notebook. I have another bigger notebook that now I'm continuing to learn more about God, because this is only a step, and we have to read the Bible every time in order to understand. So if you're there, maybe I can help someone who asking himself maybe you take the Bible and you try to read one verse, but still you're not growing, and you try, but I used to do that. I used to take a highlighter, and I had so many highlighters, and I could underline some verses, but still most of the time my growth was not so high. My growth was just moderate. But when I bought this notebook, it helped me to grow so much, have the urge every time to learn more and more and understand more about the Word of God. So yes, that's my story about this small notebook, and hoping this helps you, and may God bless you. See you in my next video. Bye.